What's going on, guys? Spencer Clays here. Today's video is how to start your own business and do whatever the fuck you want. We're just going to get into it today. There's going to be no holds barred. I don't really have any specific agenda for this today's meeting because I've just been seeing so much negativity in the space. And maybe it's just my social media algorithms just throwing out a bunch of stuff, but I feel like the need to combat it. And sometimes the only way to attack a problem is just directly head on. So I've been seeing this a lot where people are trying to tell other people what to do. They're trying to tell me like, oh, you're doing this way wrong, you're doing this. And I'm also getting a lot of questions. How do I do this? What should I do? Like, where should I begin? And I want to just nip all of this in the butt in one fell swoop. So how to start your own business and do whatever the fuck you want. This is more than just a catchy headline. It's a motto for how you should live your life. You should be doing whatever the hell you want to be doing at almost any given time throughout the day. And for me, this is something that I've really been getting more aligned with recently, and doing only things that give me energy, that I feel good doing. Because if I don't feel good doing something, there's a very good chance it's something that's just not going to work long term. So an example I could give is money. And someone, I was talking with one of my buddies the other day, and he noticed, he's like, you're not really that motivated by money. You are like, I've been blatantly like, we will turn down jobs. I'll turn down customers, turn down people who want to join my groups and stuff. If something doesn't feel right, if I don't like someone or something, it's not for me. I don't care how much money they're going to give me or pay me. It's just not worth it. And I've just realized this over the last few years of just doing business is I would 100% rather make less money and be happy about it than make a bunch of money and be miserable, right? And you see this so much because so many people we could classify this, red pill, blue pill, or whatever. But I would just say that you could just see when someone else in their life is not happy with where they're at. And so they feel the need to drag other people down, right? And so you see this online. And I saw another crazy post or tweet. It's like some guy had like 4,000 phones, or like it was a bunch of bots just starting shit in the comments. So keep this in mind whenever you're like online and seeing something negative. There's a good chance it's probably just a bot just trying to like spew up political garbage, and all that stuff is garbage. And like this is something that I can see so many people getting sucked down into. They're trying to look for advice and they're trying to see what they should be doing when you already know exactly what you should be doing. And so let's just kind of get into this little presentation. I don't really have anything set up. I'm just going to start drawing and maybe type out a few things. We could go, let me move this thing. So, we're going to draw. Let's go back here. So here's you. Ooh, what is going on? Wow, the drawing skills are terrible today. Okay, it's being really weird. So maybe we're not drawing today. The problem though with you, okay, I'm sorry. Let me just delete this. How do I delete this? Okay, I figured it out. We're just going to start typing. So a word that I want to start with is permission. And this is a word that I've always hated the word permission. I hate having to ask somebody to do something. And this is something we're taught in school. We're taught by our parents. We're taught by society. We're taught that we need to ask somebody else to tell us what to do. And this creates a very dangerous dynamic in the world. And this is almost all the problems in the world, is because when you ask permission, you are giving someone else power over you, right? If you're asking a question, and this gets kind of interesting when we get into like business and stuff, because I have questions for people. I've joined many masterminds, mentorships. I've paid tens of thousands of dollars to get actionable advice from somebody else. But the thing you got to remember is even some of those people that were making a lot of money, and I asked them what I should be doing, and they gave me an answer, and I tried to do it, and it didn't work for me. And it's not that it didn't work, because obviously they're doing it. It makes them money, but it wasn't aligned with me, right? So you see how that works. You see how if someone else is doing something, it doesn't necessarily mean you should be doing it that exact way. You're gonna have a different interpretation. And so when someone asks, like today I got a question. Someone was like, "Oh, I love your business. How do I get started?" And I was like, bro, I could write an entire book on this subject. And I've written multiple books on how to start this business, how to do this and that. And that's what worked for me, right? But I have no idea what your situation is. And so this is you see a lot of people really just asking questions like this as a way of asking permission. They're asking me to give them permission to start their own business. When I'm telling you that you don't need anyone's permission, you need your own self, your own gut. And a lot of this starts, and the key that you need to realize is it starts with every single decision that you make. You need to start getting good at making decisions quickly. And one of the coolest little tricks you can do is start with simple things like going to a restaurant. You go to a restaurant, you order your food, and if you can see people who don't really know, people who have like maybe low self-esteem, or they're not sure, they don't make very good decisions in life. They'll look at a menu for like 5 minutes and they're like, do I want this? Do I want that? Yes, can I get this? And then they're like, actually, no, I want something else. Versus me, like, and this is something that we're all just kind of, you might be like, Spencer, what are you talking about? People are just ordering food. But no, it goes deeper, because when I'm looking at a menu, I consciously am like, okay, what looks good? I'm ordering it. Boom. Don't think about it. Quick, lightning decision, and don't change it. Like, because obviously, when you are ordering food, it's not really that big of a decision. Like, there's a 99% chance anything you order, if you went to a good restaurant, the food's going to be just fine. You're going to like it. It's going to be fine. So this is, people are trying to like over maximize like their decision making. And so it starts though with every single little decision that you make. You need to be really good at making quick, fast decisions and trusting yourself, right? Not spending much of time trying to find excess information. You need to just, whatever it is you're trying to do, and back to business, you need to start doing stuff and you will figure it out along the way. Life is like a video game. Like, you start out with like the most basic tools. You start out at level 1, right? You have no idea where to go. You maybe have a general idea of what path to go down, and you just start going down. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see all these little side quests and stuff. You're going to see, oh, if I want to get this sword, if I want to get these new tools or whatever, this and that, then things are going to pop up, and you're just going to slowly build the life. Like, if you look at any, millionaire, billionaire, they've had like 10 different plus businesses. I've had many plus businesses, and some of them worked great, some of them didn't work. And it's just this whole charade of like finding what you are most aligned with. And that was something that I did want to draw. So we're going to go back to drawing very carefully, because obviously, so we're going to have 3 circles. Oh, see, like, why is it like doing that? 3 circles. And so this is you. I'll try and draw like, oh, butchered. So you. So this should be, though, I think it's the Japanese thing. It's called ikigai, but it's like what you like to do. And then over here, oh my goodness gracious, this is just a disaster. And then over here, what people will pay you for. Or maybe the third circle's in the middle. But you need to have this alignment of what people will pay you for, what you like to do, and then also, we could even add in there what you feel good doing. And this, it all comes from you. It's all inside of you. There's no way, I can't give you the right answer of where you should be going. I can't give you any answers. All of it is inside you. Jesus Christ said the kingdom of God is among you. It is already within you, according to some translations. And this is one of the biggest things if you look at religion and such. Religion in and of itself is a step-by-step. It's a guide. It's how to get more spiritual. And a lot of people need this because a lot of people need to be told what to do, right? Religion has been a tool for the last thousands of years on how people should generally live their lives, right? But you don't need to go to church. You don't even need to read any. I mean, obviously you should read the Bible because I believe the Bible is the most factual book, at least if you like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, those 4 books of the Bible, because a lot of the other ones, that's the only problem that I see with Christianity is a lot of the Bible has been edited and certain kings have put in things and this and that. But it's all a book from other people trying to tell you how to live your life. And some people might call that sacrilegious, but if you look at what Jesus Christ himself said, he went into the church, he flipped tables. He's like, hey, these people are not a reflection of me. So I know it's very dangerous to say that the church isn't always doing the best of things, but it's true. If you look at, I mean, it's run by humans, right? And it's run by humans trying to help other humans be more spiritual, when it really, as Jesus said, it is within you. So this is all if you watch one of the other videos I made recently about how to be more aligned with yourself, it all comes back to that. So going back down to the business route, because I'm going to go off on these little side quests and little tangents, but I'm always going to try and bring it back home. That's just how my brain works, how ADHD works, and we're going to roll with it. And so this is even my own way of doing things that I like to do. I won't make a video every single day. I make a video when I feel inspired to, when I feel like I need to share a message. And recently I've been seeing this so much. People are just being dragged down by all these other crabs in the bucket. If you've heard that story, like all the crabs are going to try and pull you down because they don't know what they're doing themselves, right? If you see people who are unhappy, misery loves company. And so this is something that, honestly, if we could delete social media, delete screens altogether, like the world, I think, I don't know, it could be a very much better place, because it's just literally just, they want us going down these little rabbit holes of fear, lack, limitation, all this sort of stuff. And we're going to go on a side tangent right now, because I think it's really important. I think this is really relevant. Last night I was reading this book, and I just had this thought. I was laying down for bed, and I have a newborn son, and my sister came over. We were watching Monsters Inc., right? Monsters University or whatever. And I was like, dude, Monsters Inc. is real. Like, if you think about it, what are the monsters doing? They're feeding off of the energy of people and the negative energy, the fear. And it isn't until the end where they learn that positive energy, that laughter is like 10 times more powerful, right? But you see all these screens are trying to control us, these fake people on the internet. You know, it might even be a bot that's trying to control you, trying to bring your energy down, and put you into this state where you're like having to ask permission because you're not trusting yourself. You're listening to all these people. You're getting all your energy sucked out of you by these screens. And so honestly, if and you know what I'm saying is true, if you felt this recently, anytime you're scrolling for hours on social media and you feel drained, this is why. People are literally sucking the energy out of you. People who don't know what they want to do are trying to get energy out of you so they can try and figure out what they want to do, but it never works. It only can come from within you. There's another part where Jesus in the Bible was saying, because some of the prophet the people in the church were like trying to quiz him. They're like, oh, well, you're not supposed to eat this, you're not supposed to eat that. And Jesus said, nothing bad can come from outside. It all comes from within you. So, like, he was basically saying, don't worry about eating. It comes from inside of you. And so, I know I've mentioned that 1,000 times, but this comes back to doing business. And so, if you're thinking about starting a home service business, software business, e-commerce, I've done them all. And honestly, I love home service businesses because I can wake up whenever I want, just text my client, hey, I'm coming, or send one of my guys to do a job, and we can get multiple jobs done per day very quickly. It's easily one of the best ways to make $500 to $1,000 a day, $10,000 to $20,000 per month. So if you're a young guy looking to get started making money, home service is a great option. If you don't like bosses, if you don't like alarm clocks, if you don't like people telling you what to do, because, you know, back to doing what you like to do, and just clients in general. Like, I've had many clients that I didn't like working with, and now I've gotten a lot better about just not working with people that I don't get a good vibe with, that I don't like. I can just tell. And if it's going to be someone that I don't want to work with, honestly, I'll just raise the price like super high. And usually that gets rid of them, or I'll just schedule them out super far. And so, you know, time kills all deals, right? So I hope this video kind of like resonated with you in the way that even listening to me, even listening to your parents, your friends, all this, we're trying to get permission. We're trying to get permission from other people when it's impossible. You're the only person that can decide what you should be doing. Obviously, there's people that have things figured out. Like, if you guys are trying to scale your home service business, we have a methodology, a whole system. We know how to do it, and that's awesome. But it's not saying that you can't just go out, mog on it yourself. Side note, too, I posted a video, too, where I was using the tank that we used to wash houses, wash roofs. Some guy was like, there's no way you're making $10K a month with that setup. And we literally just did a job like 2 days ago, or like a few days ago. It was a $2,000 job. And so I just made a video. It was like, yeah, we're not making $10K a month. We're making way more. And it's just people trying to put all these guidelines. They're trying to put you in a box. And so this is a box, and this is you, inside it. People are trying to put you in the box, and you do not have to accept any of that. So that is today's message. Don't live by anyone else's rules. Don't make your own rules. Live life exactly how you want to live. That is today's message. Obviously, if you guys want help doing any of this stuff, there'll be options down below if you want to work with me or join the group, all that sort of stuff. But I hope you have a great, blessed day. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spencer Clay Show. That's all for now. See you in the next episode. Peace.